Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, your tribal god of extreme, Peter Joseph here for a Wednesday afternoon video, right here on Metal God 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now. That's all you gotta do. No big fancy intro when we are talking serious here on the Metal God channel. But thank you for watching on this cloudy, overcast. It's going to be raining in a little bit. Not too much. It's not going to rain a lot. But cold as balls. Wednesday afternoon, April the 2nd, 2025. Thank you for watching. Hope you had a great day. And if not, hope you have a better tomorrow. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, no big fancy intros when we're talking serious here on the Metal God channel. And for those of you who are watching for the very first time, if you just come into my channel for the first time, this is a music channel. I do have some music-related videos on the channel. Music news, Grammy news, Rock and Roll Hall of Shame news, unbaggings from In This Moment and New Year's Day. Got some more coming down the pipe later this year, hopefully. We'll see. I do got some concert footage from local concerts here in my neck of the woods. Metal news and stuff like that. But I also do tribute videos to the faithful departed in the world of music, sports, that includes wrestling, TV, movies, politics, whatever it may be. And hope you like it. I've done a lot lately. A lot of videos, a lot of tribute videos. I just did one a little while back, so check that out. And we move on with that. But ladies and gentlemen, really quickly, not going to take too much of your time on your Wednesday afternoon. We got, for you wrestling fans, we got Dynamite coming away in a couple hours. The go-home show before the Sunday night's Dynasty pay-per-view. But we'll talk about that later. But right now, we got some very, very, very sad news in the world of movies. And if you know this guy, if you've seen the Doors movie, you know what I'm talking about. Yes, indeed. The man who played Jim Morrison in the Doors movie, Val Kilmer, has sadly passed away. He passed away yesterday at the tender age of 65 due to that fucking disease, cancer! Fucking cancer! Yeah, he was diagnosed with throat cancer in 2015. Underwent a tracheotomy, which made it very difficult for him to talk, and he was out of the limelight for pretty much the last few years. And sadly, the cancer pretty much is what killed him. So, but a legend in movies. He was in 80s and 90s blockbusters, Top Gun, Batman Forever, which I believe is the third Batman, Tombstone, like I said, The Doors movie, playing Jim Morrison, of course. And, yeah, so he has passed away at the age of 65. His daughter, Mercedes Kilmer, confirmed his death, saying he died yesterday in LA, as per the AP and ABCnews.com. So just a really sad day yesterday for a guy that I thought was a pretty damn good actor, and I think if he didn't do Jim Morrison, and there is nobody, and I mean nobody, that can play Jim Morrison like Val Kilmer played Jim Morrison in the Doors movie. I mean, it was like a splitting image of the great Jim Morrison. Just an amazing actor. I mean, I think he played a pretty decent Batman, as we all know, Michael Keaton is the original Batman in the movies Batman. And then Val Kilmer, number 2. I think Christian Bale could put in number 3. And I say George Clooney, but he played a really shitty Batman. Ugh! Let's not talk about that movie. But it is what it is. But I think the Doors movie basically made him a star. In my eyes, he made him a star. Hey, Princess Smiley Face. This one's for you. From Chief Mojo Resin. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. LA woman! Okay. So we had that. He told Good Morning America back in August of 2020, and I quote, "It's just like any other language or dialect," when he was talking about his difficulties communicating after his tracheotomy. He also went on to say, "You have to figure out a way to communicate that's no different than any other acting language." So we could have just did some sign language. But it's just a very unique set of circumstances. Now, a little bit of backstory on Val Kilmer. He was a graduate of the Juilliard School, where a lot of people came from, in the drama division. He began his career as a theater actor in off-Broadway plays before finding Hollywood fame in the early 1980s, playing a deft hand for comedy with roles in the spy spoof Top Secret, and the sci-fi comedy Real Genius. I know that movie. I know both of them too. We got that. Became a major star when he landed the role of Tom the Iceman Kazansky. Not Goose. The Iceman. Not that Iceman, but another Iceman. Tom the Iceman Kazansky in Top Gun alongside Tom Cruise and a whole bunch of other great people in that movie. The film made $344 million at the box office, becoming one of the highest grossing movies of the decade. He followed that success with a string of well-received roles throughout the late 80s, early 90s. He was Mad Mardigan in Ron Howard's fantasy film Willow. I remember that Willow. With a little dwarf. I don't even know his name. But anyway. And then the role that I think made him, one of the roles that made him, played Jim Morrison in The Doors. He was Doc Holliday in Tombstone alongside Kurt Russell. And another guy that was in that movie, and that was Gene Hackman. If you didn't know that by now. He passed away about a month ago. And had that signature line, "I'll be your Huckleberry," which was kind of stolen from Dusty Rhodes, but another story from another time. Became an internet meme favorite, and was also the title of Kilmer's 2020 memoir. So, in 1995, he played Batman in Batman Forever. I believe, like I said, I think that was the third one, with Alicia Silverstone, and I think that was the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jim Carrey in that movie, playing Mr. Freeze and the Riddler, of course, and then Poison Ivy was in that movie as well. We'll move on. That film was a massive box office success, but he opted not to reprise the role in Batman 4, which went to, I believe, George Clooney. And that, how did that bomb? And in his documentary about his life called Val in 2021, he said he found acting in the bat suit limiting because he's so big and heavy. And saying, "Whatever boyhood excitement I had was crushed by the reality of the bat suit. Yes, everybody wants to be Batman. You actually want to be him, not necessarily play him in the movie." Well, Michael Keaton knows a lot, and Christian Bale know a lot about being in that bat suit. It is heavy. And we got that. Nicole, we move on with that. Nicole Kidman was in Batman Forever too, playing Val Kilmer's girlfriend at the time. But anyway, also in '95, he appeared as a bank robber in Michael Mann's hit crime thriller Heat, alongside Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. Hooah! That was a good movie, too. But he had some bad success in The Island of Dr. Moreau, where he was with Marlon Brando, the late, great Marlon Brando. I mean, enough, can't refuse, Godfather, you know. That guy. He appeared more selective in his roles. He played Moses. He voiced Moses in 1998's animated Prince of Egypt. He played a blind man in the 1999 romantic drama At First Sight. He played a scientist/astronaut in Red Planet, and co-starred with Robert Downey Jr. in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang in 2005. So he had some good roles and some bad roles. Turned to the theater in the mid-2000s, again playing Moses in an LA production of The Ten Commandments, a musical, and appeared on the London stage in The Postman Always Rings Twice. And he was also made a cameo as a pot-farming Sherpa, whatever that is, in a 2004 episode of HBO's Entourage. And he received a Grammy, of all things, a Grammy nomination for Best Spoken Word Album for the audiobook The Book of Zorro. And a couple years ago, he reprised his role as Iceman in Top Gun Maverick. I saw that too. That was a great movie. Sad he played that role. You could barely talk in that movie either. It was a massive success, grossing over $1.4 billion at the box office. It was his final acting role, which his voice, affected by his earlier illness, was digitally enhanced. So you could hear him, but it was like an enhanced version of, him years later. But anyway, he was married once to actress Joanne Whalley. Real Guy Smoke Rally? No. With whom he co-starred in Willow. They were married for 8 years, had 2 children together before getting divorced in 1996. And that's pretty much it from abcnews.com. So I don't read off Wikipedia, you fucking morons. So, that's pretty much it for that. So, just a sad day in the world of movies. Val Kilmer has passed away from throat cancer at the age of 65. And he will be greatly missed. And now he's in that big movie theater in the sky with Gene Hackman and a whole lot of other people up there. Just kicking ass. Hey, maybe he's talking to Jim Morrison. Jim? Playing. No, I'm not being funny, but imagine him going up to heaven as Jim Morrison in the movie, and then he sees Jim Morrison, the real life Jim Morrison. That'd be weird. Sad. So that'd be So we have that, but so Val Kilmer, rest in peace, sir. You are a great actor. Seen him in lots of good movies. I think my favorite one out of them all is the Doors movie, so I'm going to probably watch that this weekend, because I had the VHS and the DVD with extra scenes. So, I'm going to watch that, enjoy some Doors music with the missus, and so I guess say about that. So, as I always do on my Rest in Peace videos, my tribute videos, I'd like to take a ceremonial toast of whatever I got, and as always, we have Pepsi here. So, I want to take a ceremonial toast to the late, great Val Kilmer. Rest in peace, sir. And as Jim Morrison would say, is everybody in? The party will now begin. Wake up! No, he didn't say it. But LA Woman to Val Kilmer. Cheers. So, that's pretty much it for that. So leave me your thoughts about Val Kilmer passing away yesterday. What is your favorite movie from Val Kilmer? What is his favorite role? And everything else with that. So, not a great day, for me. Val Kilmer was one of my favorite actors of all time. I still love Jim Carrey. Robin Williams, one of my favorite comedians of all time. He's sadly passed away years ago as well. But I still watch Mork and Mindy religiously watch Mork and Mindy on Paramount Plus. So we'll see what happens with that, and yeah, that's that. So leave me your comments down below, and that's that. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna record my NXT review from last night. I recorded my NXT review from last week, yesterday. So that's on the on my Peter Joseph channel. So last night's episode will be up probably before we get to Dynamite tonight, and then we'll see what happens with Dynamite later tonight. So maybe a triple threat on your Wednesday to start the month of April, and then we'll see what happens tomorrow with TNA and Ring of Honor coming back. We got SmackDown on Friday, Collision on Saturday, and then I will do my predictions for Dynasty, and possibly Sunday night or Monday, your official Dynasty review, as we will lead you into the first official week of April with Monday Night Raw. Not Monday Day Raw, because the European tour is done. So SmackDown will be back in the States, I believe. Next week's Raw should be in Minnesota, I believe. I don't know where SmackDown is on Friday. Don't care. But we'll see what happens with that, as we're 2 weeks away from WrestleMania. Well, we got a little pit stop to make with AEW and Dynasty. Then we're on the road to Easter and all that other good shit. So we got Mania coming up, Easter's coming up in 2 weeks, and then we're on the road to the unofficial start of summer, Memorial Day weekend, which is about 8 weeks from now. So we got all that. So let me just check something real quick. I know the Mets are on. They were losing 2-1 in the bottom of the in the fourth inning. See what they're doing now. 2-1, bottom of the fifth inning. Alonso scored. He hit a double to get the first run in, and then Clay Holmes gave up 2 runs in the third. But Mets had a chance in the fourth inning. Alonso got on with a double, and then garbage. Nothing. So we'll see what happens with that. The Mets' 6th game of the year. See if they can make this 6-game road trip at 500, 3-3. And then they come home for the home opener Friday afternoon at Citi Field against the Toronto Blue Jays. And I don't know if they're going to get all that series done, because it's going to be raining pretty much all the way to Monday. So, but they should get the home opener in on Friday, because it's supposed to rain like late Thursday night into Friday morning. The field will be wet, so it's not going to be a great day, a great opening day weather-wise, but I think they'll just get that game in, and then Saturday and Sunday is kind of iffy, because Saturday is going to be a washout, and probably Sunday might be a washout as well. So we'll see what happens with that. They might play a doubleheader Sunday, because I don't think they have a common off day coming up. So we'll see what happens with that. And then the Marlins come back in for a 3-game series starting on Monday. And then next weekend, the Mets fly to the West Coast to face the Athletics. Not in Oakland, but I think in Sacramento, because they'll be moving to Vegas in 2026. And then from Sacktown, they're going to go to Minnesota to visit the Twinkies. And then back home Easter weekend for a 4-game series against the St. Louis Cardinals. We'll see what happens with that. So baseball has started for the Mets. They're 2-3 right now. The Yankees, last night with their garbage bullpen, blew a 4-2 lead. They lost, I think, 6-4 to the Arizona Diamondbacks. They got game 2 tonight, and I think they got the final series tomorrow. Final game, I should say, tomorrow before they go for their first road trip of the year. And we'll see what happens with that. The Yankees are 3-1. Statistically, they're in first place. But that's that. The Mets are in third place, 1.5 games behind the Phillies and the Marlins. So, kind of a big game for the Mets. early on. You know, don't want to fall too many games back early in the month, but right now it's bottom of the fifth, 2-1 Marlins, and we'll see what happens with all that. All right, so let's talk about the Mets later, but right now I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, and as always, take each day as it comes, one day at a time, because we never know when our last day will come, and we must, be faithful to the Lord Jesus Christ, and all that good stuff. So, the Val Kilmer, rest in peace, sir, and that's pretty much it. Until next time, my friends, be true to yourself, be good to others, and until next time, peace.